Hello, hello. What's up, what's up? Today we are going to discuss essential skill set to become the successful at the job market, right? We will start with the position of QA automation engineer in the first session. In the second session, we will cover developer position. So yeah, you'll be surprised, but the first one won't be related to actually any technical skill. The very first thing which is crucial to have, it's English.
With the way you look. I'm sorry. You're in America, you need to speak English.
Fuck you!
You don't need to be expert like a C level, advanced level, B2. It's acceptable. So people should understand what you're going to sell. People need to understand how you talk about your project. People need to understand whatever you answer their questions. Accent doesn't really matter. Knowing grammar structure, basic, present simple, past simple, more than enough. You don't need to speak in the present perfect continuous tenses. It's totally fine. But you need to know how to sell your skill set and you need to express yourself. That's what you need to know. It's the first thing, English. The very next thing what you need to know, it's a language. The biggest mistake what you can see people start their journey to learn any language, Java, Python, JavaScript, and so on and so on. And it's actually never given the any results because English, it's a language, it's a tool to speak. Java, Python, it's also language, but it's a tool to do something. So as soon as you decided which language to choose, and I have a special video regarding it on Instagram, so please go check below. So whatever language you choose, don't learn just language, Java, Python, whatever. Learn it together with a framework. As soon as you identified which language, which framework is easier for you, give you a hint, Cypress Playwright will be easier than Selenium. Yes, Selenium is really in the high demand, just letting you know in advance. As soon as we figure out the language level, as soon as we figure out our framework, the next thing you need to know, it's API testing. Another thing which I see among my clients, my friends, colleagues, everyone dedicated their time and effort to learn how to test, how to write script for the web-based applications. Using Selenium, Cucumber BDD framework, or Cypress together with the JavaScript, it works only with JS, or any other framework in the language. They dedicate their time to learn how to automate UI. It's a bad approach. Your skill set should be not only dedicated to one specific framework and web-based applications. You need to know API. Two reasons. Very, very first and very important, API is higher demand on the market. There are more job places like that. If you're scared of automation of API testing, and for example, you're automation engineer, but you don't know how to use API, it's okay, you will learn it. If you're a manual tester who go looking for to switch to automation, don't be scared of it. You will learn it in the process. Start to learn it. The reason why I'm saying this, as soon as you get hired, you will have enough time to dedicate your time to the project and learn it. And you will be surprised, but 70% of my clients who get the job as automation engineer at the workplace, they start with the manual testing first, and then they do transition. And some of them even don't make a transition. Good or bad, it depends what the goal is. It's regarding that. As soon as we cover that part, the next thing which you need to know, it's databases. Don't dedicate too much time to non-relational databases as a MongoDB. It's mostly for the dev. I don't see often that people do testing of them. If you have time, please do. Dedicate your time to relational databases like obvious Oracle, JDBC, Learn a Skill Developer, how to write queries, joins, this and that. This is important because validation of the records in DB, it's one of the type of the testing which you will do. Mobile testing. Yes, it's important, but only if you know how, only if you satisfied the previous two topics. like web-based applications UI and API. Only then you can jump into the mobile automation. Because if you learn the first two, the mobile applications will be really easy for you. Learn GitHub. It's a crucial. To use the version control, it's super important, especially resolve merge conflicts. Why I'm saying that? The biggest challenge was my friends and clients mad then they start work, they don't know how to use Git. And it's easy thing to show you that have a lack of knowledge. That's how actually people see that you don't know something by the Git. Honestly, if I see the person using Git, I can tell this person is real or not right away. So Git is super important. And another thing what I'd like to tell you, before, if you ask me this question, is it important to know CI/CD for the automation engineer? I would say it's okay just to know how to run jobs, how to run the pipeline build. It's okay, it's enough. But now what I see, they really ask a lot about CI/CD together with the AWS or Azure integration as a cloud service. Why it's important? Because we are moving towards the cloud with each year. And now it's crucial to have this kind of knowledge. Maybe not too deep, but at least you know you need to learn couple tools like Circle CI, Jenkins, maybe TeamCity, one of them. I don't need to learn all of them. And of course, you need to learn AWS, at least how to run EC2 machines, at least speak about it. If not implement, at least speak about it. Those questions are asked more often and often. And I will name it as a last thing, but actually it's not a last thing. Agile skills. Prepare your skill set because it's the first round of the interview where you talking about agile, about your team responsibilities, Scrum ceremonies, or maybe Kanban, whatever you're using, guys. Parking lot, daily Scrum, refinement session, retrospective. It's all on its own. Severity, priority, all kind of this stuff. Um, why you need to know that as deep? Because it's a first round. That's what you will be asked at the beginning, right? With this skill set, you're kind of really competitive and you kind of can reach it. Now, guys, if you're looking for position like more than just automation of some software engineer, if you look in the position of the person who will do code, do unit test, um, will be the same level as a dev, but responsible as a lead. Um, for that people, I would recommend to do coding, lead code, learn algorithms, architecture.